back to day 27, which is called The Magic Mirror. But before I start reading you today's, I've just got to tell you about a discovery I made yesterday that links back to a couple of days ago, which has given me goosebumps. So remember I told you that my mum was very ill 3 years ago with cancer and had an operation that saved her life? Well, that very surgeon that I shook his hand and thanked all those years ago is my new neighbour. It's him who's moved into the courtyard. One of the strangers in my life that I've been truly thankful to on a daily basis is now a real person in my life and outside my window every day. I haven't told him yet. I keep bowing to him every time I see him through the window. Probably thinks, what is she doing? Keep nodding her head, but it's just really giving me goosebumps. I owe more than a bottle of Sancerre that I gave him when he moved in, that's for sure. Unbelievable. So today is the magic mirror, and the quote is, "The appearance of things changes according to the emotions, and thus we see magic and beauty in them, while the magic and beauty are really in ourselves." And that's by Khalil Gibran. So that to me is really like he's saying that beauty is within the eye of the beholder. You know, beauty really is subjective, isn't it? Also, beauty can change, can't it? And you see people and things in a different light. So I have a cat. I am not a cat person, but I inherited her. She's essentially my ex-husband's ex-girlfriend's cat, which is a long story, but she basically now lives with me. She's called Earl, even though she's a girl. Again, they named her. And when I first saw her, I was like, what's that? That's not a cat. She was rumpy looking, mardy, looked like she'd have your hand off, and I just couldn't see how anyone would think she was cute. But now, she's so beautiful. To me, she's just, that's all I can see is how pretty she is. So isn't it weird how you can reprogram your brain? So the same goes for people. Some are very attractive when you first meet them, and then they go downhill. And for others, it's the other way around. Anyway, the moral of that little digression is that there is beauty and good in everyone and everything. Most of all, inside you. So today we spend most of the day looking at ourselves in a mirror, so buckle up. Rhonda says, "You can spend the rest of your life running around trying to beat the outside world into the shape that you want, chasing one problem from another, trying to fix them, complaining about situations or people, and never succeed in living your life to the fullest and realising all of your dreams. But when you make gratitude your way of life, everything in the world around you changes, just like that." In the inspirational words of Gandhi and in the lyrics of the Michael Jackson's, there's two people you wouldn't expect to hear in the same sentence. Michael Jackson's song "Man in the Mirror," one of the most powerful messages of all time was delivered. Change the person in the mirror and your world will change. If you have followed the 26 practices to this point, you have changed. You've probably aged as well. You're probably 5 years older if it's taken you this long to get through it. But if you've stuck with it and gone through quite quickly, then you will have seen changes in yourself as well. You will have felt the change in your happiness, and you will have seen the change of improved circumstances in your life. You have practiced the power of gratitude for your family, friends, your work, money, health, all your dreams, and even for the people you come across each day. But the person who deserves your gratitude more than anyone else is you. When you are grateful to be the person in the mirror, feelings of dissatisfaction, discontentment, disappointment, or "I'm not good enough" completely disappear. And with all of them, all those circumstances in your life disappear too. And then she goes back to that very first ever quote that we had that says, "Whoever has gratitude for themselves will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for themselves, even what he or she has will be taken from them." So to do the magic mirror practice, we have to go to a mirror right now Look directly at the person in the mirror and out loud say the words "thank you" with all your heart. Mean it more than you have ever done before. Be grateful for you just as you are. Continue with the magic mirror practice by being grateful to that beautiful person in the mirror for the rest of the day today, and say or think thank you every time you look at yourself in the mirror. If you're really brave, you can say 3 things about yourself that you're grateful for. Okay, so let's do this live. Right. Let's go and find a mirror. Okay. Oh. So, looking myself in the eye right this minute, I am grateful and most proud of that I live by my core values, which are love, respect, being fearless and learning. Learning mainly from life's experiences, but also waking up every day and being excited about learning something new. I am grateful for my drive and determination, whether that be at work, achieving goals, or scratching off my map of the UK. Whatever I've set my mind to, I will see it through to the end. Like this book. If you're still with me, it's so hard, isn't it? It's just so hard to get through on your own because it's very repetitive and real life gets in the way, but I've been so determined to complete it and inspire others to get through it too. And the last thing I'm grateful for, whilst I'm looking at myself, is that I'm here. I woke up today. That's not a start of a story, that's just a fact. I woke up today and not everyone gets to do that. So see what 3 things you're grateful for when you look at yourself. Rhonda says that when you're grateful, you don't blame yourself when you make a mistake. Galvanise. When you're grateful, you don't criticise yourself when you're not perfect. When you're grateful for being you, you are happy and will become a magnet to happy people, happy situations and circumstances, which will surround you wherever you go and in whatever you do. When you can see the magic in the person in the mirror, your whole world will change. So, I think I'm going to have to play the Michael Jackson song to remind myself of it. But basically, we count our blessings. Then each time you look at yourself in a mirror today, say or think thank you and mean it more than you ever have before. If you're really brave, fearless, while looking in the mirror, say 3 things that you're grateful for about yourself, and then just before you go to sleep, do the magic rock. We're almost there. 1 more day. Can you believe it? Let's close our eyes. I shall see you then. Bye.